good picks. We can roll with it. Yeah, let's just dive in. It's week 9 on the Spread Option Pod. The last week was lost to the mist because we de-anonymized ourselves. I couldn't find the part to delete it, so I just didn't upload it. Don't worry, we only went 2-2 last week anyway. How's it going?
It's going okay, getting over a little cold, but hanging in there.
Well, you sound good. We came out with a best bet winner last week. I was so happy when those Huskies took control of the game in the second half. I was like, those are some appreciated dollars.
Yes, sir. The line was telling you it was Huskies the whole time.
So you wanted to give out Iowa State right now, right?
Well, so that's BYU is ranked. So that violates the rules. Right. That violates the rules of our podcast. But this is Temple going on the road at Tulsa. Temple is laying 6.5 points in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Temple's been a much improved team this year, covering against Georgia Tech, beating UTSA in a one-possession game, but nonetheless beating UTSA at home, almost beating Navy at home in a 32-31 loss. And then they went on the road at Charlotte, scored 49 in that game, final 49-14. Owls. And the Owls were an 11.5-point favorite. Now we're going back on the road again, all the way to Tulsa, and we're laying 6.5 points. Now, that last week in Charlotte was the first time Temple's been a road favorite since before the pandemic. And now we're a road favorite twice. We're a road favorite 2 weeks in a row, and we're going to Tulsa, who's coming off a bye. Now, why does that matter? Obviously, you like backing teams off a bye, but most people like that. But what is in particular most interesting about this Tulsa team? Well, in the middle of Tulsa's season, Kirk Francis, the QB, got hurt. So we've been the Tulsa team, the Golden Hurricanes, have been captained by a backup QB. And so now, on the bye, get some time for him to get some more reps, understand the offense a little bit better. I think this is a good opportunity for Tulsa to get their first conference win, get their third win of the season. Give me Tulsa. This is a lot for Temple to do 2 weeks in a row. And if I'm looking at this correctly, let me just pull this up.
So just to be clear, Tulsa's playing their backup quarterback now, but he's had a week of practice.
Correct. Yeah. He's played a couple of games. But with this additional week of practice, additional 2 weeks of practice, I think we're in a much better spot. I don't know if the kid is good, but this is a difficult situation for Temple. Back-to-back roadies, touchdown favorite, 2 weeks in a row. They're an improved team, but come on, that's a lot to ask.
I mean, this has to be the best Temple team since frickin' Adazio, or Matt Rule, which one was the last one? I think Matt Rule was the last one, right? Yeah, since they have them, it's been a long time since Temple was at all backable. But yeah, 6.5 is a lot. I mean, that's saying it would be frickin' 11 in Philadelphia or something, right? Yeah. That seems crazy. I mean, yeah, let's take the point. That can't be bad. Roll with the Golden Hurricane, and we'll find out whether the quarterback is backable.
Yeah, I mean, he's Baylor Hayes. He's okay. He's not very good. He's fine. He went completed 56% of his passes. Passed for 251 yards and 2 touchdowns at ECU. Not not terrible, not great. We don't love that. But he's not a bum. He's just, a below average group of 5 quarterback.
Yeah, I dig it. And you know what? It is the feature of all the good handicaps. It's very simple.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
you want to roll through some ranked matchup?
Oh, it's not only ranked. Okay, so this card is short. I'm going to Las Vegas on Friday. I pulled the trigger on a bunch of stuff. Some of them I'd like to talk to you about. Some of them, I can explain my reasoning if you want. I'll just go through these. UCLA at Indiana. I'm not interested. Good call on Sparty last week.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Not really interested. Syracuse at Georgia Tech, excuse me. I'm not.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Signetti said a lot of aggressive things about the Bruins. I feel like the Hoosiers might be running it up this week.
Maybe.
Like, I feel like he kind of signaled that he intended to run it up this week, which, like, in stark contrast to Sparty, whom he took lightly. Like,
Syracuse at Georgia Tech. We thought the spot was last week. Syracuse coming off a bye with Pitt coming to Syracuse.
Yeah.
Syracuse didn't cover.
God's honest truth, that game hinged on a couple of plays, it turned out. Like, that was not a bad pick at all. Like, Syracuse actually could have won the game outright, but they definitely should have covered. Yeah, they definitely should have covered. There were just a couple of bad beat kind of plays in that. Yeah, it's just one of them things. Like, I would take the 17 and a half before I laid it.
Yeah, but I'm not interested. Let's just go through some games that I bet or that I'm interested in. I'd like to discuss with you instead of just going all through these matchups. So,
sure.
South Florida at Memphis. I grabbed South Florida at -1.5. It's 4.5 now. Yeah, it's 4.5 now.
Line.
Memphis is look ahead with South Florida +3. Memphis's QB is out. That's one of the reasons they lost to UAB. But Gillespie is a killer. This team is full of fucking killers. This is the best defense that Memphis has seen. I think South Florida's gonna fucking kill Memphis, kill them. But I'm not gonna add any more. I got the 1.5. Smoo at Wake Forest. I bet Wake Forest +4.5. We're at 3.5 now. Wake Forest off the bye. SMU on the road, second week in a row after the revenge games versus Clemson. I like that spot for Wake Forest. Thoughts there?
That makes sense. I buy that. Oh, yeah, I also forgot to bet on the ponies last week. God damn it.
Too.
That was an easy winner.
Too.
That was an easy fucking winner. And we talked about it, too.
Me too, yeah. Kansas State at Kansas. A KU 2.5-point favorite. I grabbed K-State +3. Kansas State doesn't look great, but this is a program that has kicked Kansas's ass every single year. And we think Kansas can be the favorite now? Nah. Give me. Is this like the best Kansas team that we've seen in the Lance Leipold era? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that might have been the team 3 years ago.
But it's the same quarterback from that team 3 years ago, so like he still has his best QB he ever had.
He's got his best QB. Their defense does not look great. Both teams are off byes, so neither has the advantage there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of K-State fans at this game, at the Sunflower rivalry, grabbing K-State +3. Okay, you don't love that.
I mean, but I don't hate it because I always like to look to the dog in the rivalry games anyway.
Yeah.
And it is a bit bizarre to name a team as a +3 dog when, like, the seniors on the other team has never won the matchup.
Yeah. Auburn at Arkansas. Hogs. Minus
Hogs all
one. I
day.
got the Hogs.
Hogs all day. Oh my God. The coach,
Hogs.
Hugh Freeze, said, "I need you to give me some confidence." What? What? That is as bad as when, like, the Minister of Finance of some troubled tin pot country is like, "We just need some confidence in our currency."
Yeah,
No dice.
yeah.
You're going down.
Hogs.
What?
Hogs.
Yeah, Hogs all day.
BYU at Iowa State.
What is the line on that?
Right now it is. I'm just looking in my ESPN.com.
Oh, okay. What line did you get?
Yeah. ESPN Bet. So on ESPN Bet, it's Arkansas's 2.5-point favorite. I got Arkansas as a 1-point favorite.
Gotcha.
BYU, Iowa State. Your BYU has this is their 6th game in a row. They've won a lot of close matchups. This is an emotional, physical coming on the road after an emotional, physical battle in the Holy War. Iowa State off a bye. This is all about the spot here. This is the best quarterback BYU has seen all year. The young Bachmeier, he's impressive. Still inexperienced QB going on the road. Like Utah kept going for it on 4th down in that game. Like that game was much closer than the final score indicated.
Oh, absolutely. That game was played quite close.
Yeah. BYU almost lost to Arizona in overtime. I love this spot here. I don't like Iowa State at 3.5. I got a 1.5 Iowa State.
Hey, you've been on the sharp side of these lines this week. That's a very good sign. All right.
It's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Yeah.
This next matchup, I don't really know where to go. Illinois at Washington. Washington is a 4.5-point favorite. Washington's super banged up. They were 7-7 at the half on the road at the Big House. I was feeling really good about that. I ended up betting Washington. And Damon Williams threw up a couple interceptions. The team keeps sustaining injuries. I don't know if, I just don't really know what to do in this situation. Besides Washington being at home, I don't really know what advantage they have versus Illinois.
I can't imagine that they have. Yeah, no, I would imagine that a lot of this line is that the travel of it all, the travel and the roadness of it all.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think that Washington's meant to have a better team based on this line. Yeah, I'm with you. It feels trappy to take the points with Illinois. So
yeah,
I can I see where you're coming from there. And I'd be curious to look at the Altmaier home road split.
Yeah.
I would probably let that guide me if a split exists.
I think I'm going to stay. There's other games here that I want to bring up, but just want to know your thoughts there. Minnesota at Iowa. I bet Iowa team total over 23.5. Iowa's an 8.5-point favorite at home versus Minnesota. There's a rivalry game. You can't lay 8.5 with Iowa. Fucking Gronowski threw 68 yards in that win versus Penn State. You just can't. This is just not a team that can have that much.
Wait, I thought
ensure.
Penn State won last week.
No. Iowa won by 1 point.
Iowa came back and won that game?
Yeah, they won that game. Yeah.
Oh,
Go
my
Hawkeyes.
God.
Yeah. But,
yeah, no. Give me another bite of the apple. Yeah. Let's go. Gophers again.
Well,
absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to bet on the Gophers, but 8.5, you definitely should take Minnesota. But I'm betting Iowa 23.5. I mean,
the game might go at a slow pace.
It might go. Of course, it's going to go in a slow pace. But Minnesota's defense is below average. We're playing. This got rookie quarterback on the road at Iowa. That freshman quarterback for the Gophers, though, he's all right, though. Versus Purdue, versus Purdue and versus Nebraska. Nebraska had O-line injuries. Anyway, if you look at like Sagarin or SP Plus or Beta Rank or FPI, any of these publicly available power ratings, they all say Iowa should be like a 10-point favorite.
You're kidding.
No. Yeah. Anywho, bet Iowa team total over 23.5.
Okay.
NC State at Pittsburgh. I feel like this might be a good over game. Haven't bet it. The real one is San Diego State at Fresno. San Diego State a 2.5-point favorite. I have not watched San Diego State play. I've only watched Fresno play in that Kansas game. That's a lot of respect for the Aztecs, isn't it?
Yeah, for real. Like, I would have thought Fresno would be the favorite just based on the relative program strength.
Mm-hmm.
Are the Aztecs hot?
Yeah, they're like 5-1, I think.
I see. You know what? Let's think harder about what this momentum is based. If the more real I thought the momentum was, the less right I would fuck with the Aztecs, right? But if I thought the momentum was fugazi, then yeah, for sure take the Bulldogs.
So, they won 34-0 versus Cal at home. Then they go.
Was that Sagapolocelli's first game?
That was not. He started this season. So, but then they go on the road versus Northern Illinois. They win 6-3. Then Colorado State comes to town. They win 45-24. Then at Nevada, 44-10.
Okay, so they're whooping up on some down programs.
Yeah. But if we look at the Bulldogs, 5-2,
who've had a tougher schedule.
They lost to Kansas early in the. They beat Georgia Southern on the road at Oregon State, won 36-27. Then they beat Southern, went to Hawaii, won 23-21. Then home to Nevada, 20-17. That doesn't look great. And then just lost on the road at Colorado State, who San Diego State has also beaten, and they just fired their coach. So in the Colorado State game, I think this was a really fluky result, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, Fresno outgained them 469-334. They had 4 turnovers in that game.
Okay. All right, I'm coming around. All
So,
right, woof, woof.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm coming around to that. That makes sense.
I haven't bet it yet. I want 3, but anyway. Okay. I bet Oklahoma State as a 38.5-point dog versus Texas Tech. This is Texas Tech's last game before a bye. Just had that horrible loss at Arizona State. Their quarterback is hurt. Give me 38.5 points.
Your QB got hurt in that game?
Yeah,
I mean, people feel like the Pokes have quit, right?
No, they're scoring like 17 points a game. There's a whole thing in their stands with guys getting naked and throwing their shirt around in the air.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then. Yeah, give me the point. That makes sense.
Texas at Mississippi State. Texas is a 6.5-point favorite at Mississippi State. To me, this screams public dog, and I should be betting the Longhorns here. Like, we saw Texas wins Red River comfortably, and then they beat Kentucky in overtime, like 14-12 or something, in a gross game. I didn't watch it. Everyone has their eyes on Texas, right? Mississippi State's been a feisty team this year. I feel like this has a lot of public dog it's screaming to me that Texas is going to fuck them up. Now, maybe not by like 14 points, but I feel like Texas might win by 10 at Mississippi State. To me, like Mississippi State is going to come up and beat like a Georgia at home when you don't expect it. Like, am I reading this incorrectly? Like, you should be taking Mississippi State, but I feel like that's what everyone's going to be doing.
I mean, okay, I agree with you that we should avoid public dogs. Mississippi State not cashing that money line last week, though. I don't know. I wonder where this team's head is at. There's definitely got to be some lingering disappointment from not beating Florida last week. Because they totally had that comeback working. You know, like did you see how that game ended?
No, I didn't watch any of it.
They drove all the way down in the field goal range. And honestly, this is more so on Levy than Chapin, because Levy called the fucking play. But then Chapin drops back and then just throws it right to the linebacker. They're like on the 23-yard line. Like they're already well in field goal range. They really just need to call a couple run plays and then kick it. But whatever. For whatever reason, they call a drop back, and Chapin throws the worst pick of the season. And that's how Florida gets away with it. That's why they fired Billy anyway. Because they were like, Bill, you didn't win that game. You're fired. Like you know, like that wasn't a skill game on your part. They got to be heartbroken. It's got to be a sensitive spot. Texas should show up focused, and they're clearly more talented. Like, I mean, Arch might be bad, but yeah, I wouldn't be in a rush to take points. I'd take the money line for us at the point. Like, but
the
I thought
Texas
that
money line.
State, No, I mean the Bulldogs. I'd rather take because like if the Bulldogs are actually gonna be in the game and in the mix, they'll probably pull it out. Like fuck the points. How are they gonna screw up 2 weeks in a row like that? They got to get that field goal off this week.
Baylor at Cincinnati. Go ahead. What?
No, okay, no, that's fine. So yeah, since he landed 4.5 at home, I would definitely take the points for a late 'em.
Baylor's been a major disappointment this season.
Definitely have been. That's
defense
why I would
is
take
terrible.
the points.
Yeah, defense has been terrible.
It's hard to take these points here. You expect them to lose because they continually lose. Like what is Baylor? What was they? 3-4 now? 4-3 rather. Okay, still. Yeah, you expect Baylor to lose. I understand why people are betting on the Bearcats, but I wouldn't.
Total 67.5 points.
I mean, that seems like a normal Big 12 total, right?
I mean, for a final, yeah, but not what you'd bet. Maybe like 62-58. I don't know. Seems high to me.
Yeah, I mean, if you had asked me to guess the line, I would have probably guessed 62. Yeah, 63. You're right. But I mean, it doesn't seem out of whack.
Texas A&M at LSU. Texas A&M only a 2.5-point favorite. LSU winning this game, right?
A&M laying 2.5 on the road. They're trying to get you to lay it with the Aggies.
Mm-hmm.
They are. They're trying to get you to quit on them Tigers.
This is their third road game in a row.
Yo,
LSU
for real?
at night. Yeah.
Yeah, give me Nussmeier. Give me Tigers.
Yeah. Right? I think I'm going to wait until I'm in the desert. Maybe I can get a 3. But this is screaming go Tigers, right?
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, no, because, you get into trouble in the desert, you just fucking chase with that money line. LSU's going to win. Just take that plus 130 money line, put that in your pocket. Like, you're good to go.
Yeah. Colorado State at Wyoming. So, they just fired Jay Norvell. Wyoming a 5.5-point favorite. I mean, these teams are like an hour and a half apart. both at altitude. Wyoming's higher. Both at altitude.
Right.
These is a rivalry game for the Golden Boot or whatever. Why is Wyoming a 5.5-point favorite?
I mean, it's been a long season. It's been a long season for the Rams, right? Like, I can see how the market just gave up on them.
Wyoming's a 3-win team.
They're at least showing up every week, though. They're in it. They're trying. Like, is Colorado State trying? Are you convinced of that?
I like the dead cat bounce spot. I saw on Twitter today, except for when Virginia Tech was laying 34.5 versus Wofford, game after the week after a coach is fired, the team has won and covered each time.
For real?
Oh, covered,
really?
covered, not won, because Penn State lost.
Oh, covered.
It's covered each time.
Huh. That whole season, huh?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
There's been a lot of fired
right,
coaches
well,
this season.
Lordy, there have been. All right, and I ain't getting in front of that. Fuck it. Give me the dead cat bounce.
But right,
Give me the
this is a.
I mean the Rams rather.
I don't really know what to do, because this is yeah. I'm more focused on these late night games because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to chase.
Well,
Houston
you sure as shit will if you play any table games.
Yeah, Houston at Arizona State.
Ooh.
Arizona State emotional game.
Ooh. Dude. First of all, but an emotional win. Like Dillingham's side really staked a claim last week by taking away Texas Tech's O. Like, I think they might, and obviously Levitt is a hero to all of Tempe.
Mm-hmm.
They might bury the Cougars. This might turn into a late night avalanche. The MGM sports books will let you bet alternate lines, and possibly the Will Hills as well. But I would look for a way to go ahead and lay the 12.5 or the 11.5 with Arizona State.
In Power 4 opponents, Arizona State lost 24-20 at Mississippi State. At Baylor, they won in the final seconds of that game, 27-24. Home to TCU, also very, very close game. I was on TCU in that game. It was a push. Won 27-24. At Utah, Sam Levitt wasn't playing.
That was the game. Levitt was, yeah.
Yeah, they lost 42-10. And then versus Texas Tech, 26-22.
The then undefeated Red Raiders.
Then undefeated Red Raiders. Red Raiders should have won that anyway.
Should they have?
They haven't won.
Sparky money line.
They have not won by more than 4 points against the Power 4 this whole season. And I'm getting 7.5.
Houston is probably the easiest game they've had, of those teams we just listed.
That's probably true.
But look, I'm going to say this. The line is trying to get you to take the points. They're trying to get you to think this is too much with the Sun Devils. In the same way that laying 6.5 is tempting, right? Taking 7.5 is tempting.
Yeah.
I don't know about these Cougars.
It is.
Plus, coming into the season, we started the Cougars as a program in transition. We sure as shit didn't think of them as a freaking 6-1 program. These guys are ahead of schedule for me.
Oh, I bet Houston Flyer to win the Big 12 just because they had the easy schedule.
Good call, sir. God bless it.
I also got Cincinnati to win the Big 12 too, so that's looking good. Really need Iowa State to beat BYU this week. Michigan at Michigan State. I grabbed 14 with Sparta. What do you think about that?
That's my intuition. I'd rather take it than lay it. I mean,
At night,
can
rivalry game.
Michigan actually bully Sparty? Because if they can, they will. Like they will want to run it up if they can. So yeah, the question is do they have the ability to bully these guys? I'm not sure about that. How did last year's matchup go? Let's see. Does ESPN make that available easily?
So I have it. Michigan
beautiful.
24, Michigan State 17.
So this match played close last year. Yeah.
Now,
let's take the points.
In 2023, when they won the national championship, this was 49-0. And in
that was a team that could bully. Yeah.
When they went to the playoffs, that was 29-7. In 2021, Sparty wins this game. In 2020, Sparty wins this game.
Outright as dogs.
Yeah. So.
Outright as dogs. I remember that. Yeah. That's yeah. Like, because Harbaugh built a bully. Coach Sharon Moore has not built a bully. Yeah, this will stay reasonably. They'll stay in contact.
Right.
Yeah, take the points. Yeah. Are there any other late games? So let's see here.
Colorado at Utah. Utah 13.5 point favorite.
I mean, they're much better, and Lord knows Whittingham has put them through some tough practices this week. Lord knows they're going to show up ready to play. I mean, did Deion go all the way back to his original quarterback, or is he still shuffling down?
No, it's Salter.
So he came all the way back to Caden Salter. Okay, because I know he tried two other guys. He came back to the kid. Well, anyway, no, I'd lay it. I'd lay it before I took it for sure. Because I'd be shocked as hell if Colorado won the game. Like, if somebody came up to me and was like, "Oh, I took Colorado plus 450," I'd be like, "Why don't you just give that money to a bum? Be better use."
Yeah.
Are there only two late games? Damn.
Yeah, it's a very limited card. It's a very limited card.
And you know what sucks is UFC isn't late this week either. Otherwise I could send you some underdogs you could chase with. But UFC is going to be in the morning in the desert. What else is on this card? Oh, wait a minute. Tennessee laying 9.5 at Kentucky. What? Yo. Who covered that 12 with the Wildcats last week?
Kentucky.
It was this guy. Yeah, exactly. It's like a Wildcats. And now we're going to do this game again. Now it's the Vols laying 9.5. Give me the points again. Forget about it. It's going to be another close game.
Yeah. Tennessee's not that good. They're not number 7.
Yeah.
They're not that good. Yeah.
Yeah. And Stoops has built this thing at, like, Kentucky can hold their own. So, like, I'd rather, you know what I mean? Like, the Wildcats aren't great, but, like, they can